Hey everyone, it's Kirsten, and today I decided to start a YouTube channel. So I have been thinking about doing this for a few years now, but today I finally decided to sit down and actually film a video. So today is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here. It's a rose gold smoky eye, which I think is perfect for summer. So if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. So I'm just going to start by pinning my hair back so that it's not all in my face. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and using that spoolie on the end, I'm just going to comb out my brows. I would usually go in and outline my brows with this, but today I was all out, so I just went straight in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown and my Sigma E65 small angled brush. And as you saw, I'm just going to start by stamping out where I want my brows to start. I always do this by lining it up with my nose because depending on where you start your brow, it can actually make your nose look wider or narrower. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to outline the rest of my brow, and I'm going to slowly fill it in. And I'm just going to go over it and over it until the rest of my brow is filled in and I'm happy with the result. I do this because it is a lot easier to put on more product than it is to take it off if you put on too much. Then finally, I'm just going to run through my brows one more time with a spoolie and just to blend everything out again. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Eyebrow Gel in the shade Blonde, and I'm just going to run that through so that my brows stay put all day. So once I'm happy with my brows, I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla and my Sigma F70 Concealer Brush. And I'm just going to outline my brows with this, and this is going to help to clean up that whole area and really sharpen up those brows. Once I'm done outlining, I'm going to take that same Sigma F70 concealer brush and I'm just going to blend out most of that concealer. However, then I go with my finger because the warmth of your finger is going to help blend out that concealer even better. Once I'm done cleaning up that area, I'll usually go back into the tail of my brow and just darken it up a little bit and make sure that it's super sharp. I'm going to start by priming my eyes, and to do so I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. And taking an old Sephora concealer palette that I cleaned out, I'm just going to squirt the product into that. And then using my finger, I'm just going to blend that all over my eyelid. However, I only had a little bit of this product left, so I wasn't happy with the coverage. Then I just went in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I did the exact same thing. So now I'm just going in with this Urban Decay palette that I got using my Sephora points, and I'm just going to take that shade Righteous on my finger and pack it all over my lid to set that concealer. However, once I'm done that, I am going to go in with a fluffy blending brush. This one is just from Sephora, and I'm going to take that shade Righteous again and just dust it over one more time to make sure we're all set. So now using my Morphe 350M eyeshadow palette and that same Sephora fluffy blending brush that I was using earlier, I'm just going to take this light peachy brown color all over the crease as a transition shade. So now I'm going to go in with this warm tone, light orangey brown, and I'm going to put that right over top of that transition shade that we just put down, just so we can darken it up a little bit. So now taking that same blending brush again, I'm just going to take this reddish brown brick color and concentrate that right on the outer corner of my eye. So taking that same reddish brown color that we were just using, I'm now going to go in with my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, and again I'm just going to concentrate that right on the outer corner of the eye, but this brush is smaller and more tapered at the end, so it's going to help concentrate that color directly into the crease instead of diffusing it like that other brush did. So this is just going to help to really deepen up that crease area. So now I'm going to go in with my Tartelette in the Bloom Clay Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm going to take the color Leader, and again with my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, I'm just going to put that right in the outer corner. And then once I have very little product left on my brush, I'm just going to continue to blend that up and outward, which is going to help give us that nice smoky blown out look that we're going for. Next, I'm going to go back in with my Morphe 350M palette and taking that deep brown color on my Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm just going to pack that right on the outer corner to really darken it up and give some more depth. And then I'm going to go back in with my Sigma E40 with no product on it just to blend that out some more and get rid of any sharp edges that we have. So next I am going to go in with some pigments, but before I do that, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I'm just going to pack that all over the center of my lid where I want to put those pigments, just so we don't have any fallout during the day. So I was a little disappointed here because I didn't realize that my camera battery had actually died. So I didn't film anything of what I just did. Rookie mistake. But all I did was I just went in with my MAC Rose Gold pigment. And then I'm just going to spritz some MAC Fix Plus on there to make the pigment pop a little bit more. And then I just packed that from my inner corner all the way over to the center of my lid. And then taking that shade Dust from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, I'm just going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to concentrate it more towards the inner corner of my eye. So then taking my Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen in 01 Black, I'm just going to do a really thin line, making sure to get right into that lash line. So now I'm going to go in and curl my lashes, and then I'm going to throw on a quick coat of mascara, because we are going to go in with falsies later on. But right now I'm just using my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Carbon Black, which is my favorite mascara right now. So for lashes today, I'm going to go in with these Kiss No. 3 false lashes from the drugstore. And I'm going to be using my QUO Eyelash Glue, and I'm just going to put a thin layer along that lash band there. So before I go ahead and stick those lashes on, I'm going to wait a little bit. I usually recommend about 30 seconds. Basically, you're just waiting for that glue to become a little bit tacky. If the glue is wet and you go in and try to put it on your eye, it's just going to slide around and it's not going to be a very fun time. So once those lashes are on, I'm going to go in with another coat of mascara just to help blend in those falsies with my real lashes. So now that we're pretty much all done with the eyes, we are going to move on to the face. So I'm going to start by priming my face, and today I decided to use the Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. And then I'm just going in with my L'Oreal True Match Foundation in N3, and using a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to blend that into my skin. So this foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation, however it is quite buildable, and I wasn't quite satisfied with the amount of coverage that I got from my first layer today, so I just went in with a little bit more and I'm just blending that all into my skin. So once I'm happy with my foundation, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and again I'm using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm going to put that all underneath my under eyes, down my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead. And again, I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender just to blend that all out. So now using my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in an old beauty blender of mine, I'm just going to go in and set my under eyes as well as the rest of my face. So now using my Sigma F30 large powder brush and some more Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, I'm just going to make sure that the rest of my face is set. So now that my foundation is done, I'm good to go ahead and finish up my eyes by doing that lower lash line. So to do so, I'm going to go in with my Morphe 350M eyeshadow palette again, and taking that reddish brown brick color and using my Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm going to blend that color into my lower lash line, focusing more on the outer corner. And then just to darken it up a little bit more, I'm going to take that color Leader that we used earlier and focus that more on the outer corner as well. And then from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, I'm going to take that shade Dust again, and I'm going to use that on the inner corner of my lower lash line. And then to finish off the eye look, I'm just going to coat my lower lashes with mascara. For my contour today, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Light to Medium, and I'm going to take the shade Fawn right in the middle there, and I'm going to use that to contour my face. And to do so, I'm going to take my Sigma F40 large angled contour brush, and I'm going to focus that underneath my cheekbones, on my forehead, into my temples, as well as underneath my jawline. So now to sharpen that contour up, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and my Morphe M459 Flat Contour Brush. I'm going to place that translucent setting powder right underneath my contour on my cheekbones. This is going to help to sharpen that contour, as well as it's going to highlight that area just to help make that contour pop a little bit more. And now, as you can probably tell, I'm going in with my favorite palette ever. This is the Jaclyn Hill x Becca Cosmetics Champagne Glow Face Palette. So first I'm going to go in with that Rose Spritz Blush shade. I'm going to dust that all over my cheeks. And now for my favorite part, I'm going to take Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, and I'm basically just going to douse myself in highlighter. So I do tend to go a little bit overboard on highlighter, especially with Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. However, I am going to try to focus that on my cheekbones, on my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with my Tartelette in the Bloom Clay Eyeshadow Palette again. And I'm going to take the shade Funny Girl. And then because I do my brows first, they do tend to dull down a little bit after I do my foundation and everything. So I'm just going to quickly go back in and touch those up. And then using the shade Funny Girl again from the Tartelette palette, I'm going to go in and use that as my brow bone highlight. And now using my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, I'm just going to go in and spritz that all over to my face to make sure that my makeup stays all day. So to finish off this look, all we have left is lips. So to start off, I'm just going to go in and put on some lip chap. And then I'm going to go in with my Buxom True Nude Lip Foundation in the shade Nude. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite lip gloss of all time. It is the Marc Jacobs High Shine Lip Lacquer Lip Gloss in the shade Sugar Sugar. And of course, Kirsten's going to need a little bit more highlight. So we're going to go in with my Sigma E60 Large Shader Brush and Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. And I'm going to place that on my Cupid's bow as well as on the center of my lips. So I hope you guys did enjoy this makeup tutorial. I certainly did have a lot of fun making it. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video so you can see lots of funny bloopers.